Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at hookah_anonymous. Alright? We're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at hookah_anonymous. Alright, now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, here's an interesting story we got today with none other than, of course, Wack100 making some crazy claims as usual. And this time, the person he's targeting is 21 Savage. Wack100 claims that 21 Savage is a snitch after he feels 21 Savage was co-signing a young lady trying to insinuate that Wack was the G word, and 21 Savage said nothing in his defense. Now, this would be understandable if 21 Savage and Wack100 was cool like that. Then I would get why Wack100 would be upset at 21 Savage. However, 21 and Wack have went back and forth on Clubhouse before, where Wack made threats towards 21 Savage, so it's clear that there's been some type of tension in the air between the two. Now the story goes as this: 21 Savage and a female was on Clubhouse together, and the young lady made a joke concerning the recent picture that went viral of Wack100 laying across her bed naked while yelling on Clubhouse. Now she basically was painting the narrative that Wack was the G word, as her and 21 Savage proceeded to laugh about the picture and made jokes. Now of course, Wack100 catch wind of it, and he goes on his own rant, and he was more concerned with 21 Savage on why he didn't stop her rather than participating in the joke. And this led Wack to believe that 21 Savage actually was co-signing what she was saying, being that he didn't intervene. And Wack has a point about that, but once again, I wouldn't expect 21 to even defend Wack100 because, like I said earlier, they don't have the best of relationships to begin with. Well, in typical Wack100 fashion, he then proceeds to pull up some information concerning 21 Savage's case, where he was almost deported right back to the UK because, as we all know by now, 21 Savage was born in London back in 1992, but migrated to Atlanta, Georgia at the tender age of just 7 years old in 1999. Now, he was arrested by ICE back in February of 2019 because immigration officials say that he overstayed his visa. Despite being in the US since 7 years old, he wasn't born here. So back in 2005, he went back to the UK to his uncle's funeral and returned back to the US. But according to immigration, his visa ran out the following year. 21 Savage states that he had no idea that it ran out and didn't even know what a visa was. Now, rumor has it, Wack hit up immigration to learn 21 Savage's case and check the status. Wack is alleging that 21 Savage and his lawyers applied for a U visa, which is what allowed him to stay in the States and not being deported. For the ones watching and thinking, well, it's just a visa, everyone gets a visa, what's the big deal? But this visa is different. Now, the U visa is a United States non-immigrant visa, which is set aside for victims of crimes and their immediate family members who have suffered substantial mental or physical abuse while in the U.S. and who are willing to assist law enforcement and government officials in the investigation of prosecution of the criminal activity. It permits such victims to enter or remain in the U.S. when they might not otherwise be able to do so. Now, if approved, the U visa provides the victim with temporary immigration status, including work authorization, temporary immigration status for qualifying family members of the victim, and the possibility of lawful permanent resident status, right? So in a nutshell, that means that one of the stipulations means that you have to cooperate with law enforcement on whatever case that you was a victim of. Now, all of this comes from a case where before 21 Savage was famous, he would be shot 6 times on his 21st birthday, along with his friend Johnny, who ended up losing his life in a drug deal that ultimately went wrong. Now, for y'all that's, wondering where the name come from, that's where it came from. 21 Savage, the 21 comes from his 21st birthday, and he identifies that after that whole situation happened, it made him a savage. Alright, now 21 Savage will also be shot in the neck, where he almost died due to loss of blood as well. So Wack100 is claiming that 21 Savage is cooperating in regards to that case, with his attorneys in order to stay in the United States based on them applying for the U visa. Not to mention 21 Savage have admitted that he's on a U visa as well. And we all know the only way now of obtaining a U visa is if you agree to cooperate with the law. So I don't know. I'm not going to make any claims. Honestly, if everything actually checks out with what Wack100 is saying, 21 Savage may have some explaining to do, because we did learn today that a U visa means that you pretty much have to cooperate with any crime that you was a victim of. You know, that it just is what it is. So I don't know. I'll let y'all decide. Do y'all think 21 Savage is snitching to stay in the States, being that he's on a U visa, or not? I don't know. Y'all jump in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. And I'm out.